Greetings, Father Neal from the Cathedral. We just finished our Labor Day weekend. I hope that everyone had a very peaceful and relaxing Labor Day weekend. One of my favorite Psalms was sung this past weekend at the Mass. If today you hear God's voice, harden not your hearts. Well, we look around our world today, and perhaps many aren't hearing the Lord's voice, since there certainly seem to be many hardened hearts. We only need to reflect on the tension between law enforcement and our Black brothers and sisters. Hardened hearts will not heal these tensions. There was a story about Dalen McLee, a Black man, who in 2018 filed a lawsuit against 4 Pennsylvania state police troopers for wrongful arrest after he spent a year in jail related to a 2016 fight outside a bar. What happened was that he rushed to the bar after his sister called him saying that she needed a ride home because a fight had broken out. When McLee arrived, what he did was he disarmed the man who was standing in the parking lot with a gun, and he threw the weapon aside. At least one trooper fired shots at McLee as he fled. The trooper said that McLee pointed a weapon at him twice, but security footage showed McLee disarming the man, discarding the gun quickly, and fleeing when the shots were fired. McLee spent a year in jail before the jury acquitted him on the charges after reviewing the video. So in that year, he was away from his children, from his mother, who was ill at the time, who passed just last year. You might wonder if Dalen was hardened, if his heart was hardened because of this incident. Well, one night while he was at home, there was a boom and then his house shook. He thought for a minute that it was a small earthquake until a relative came rushing inside and said that there was a car crash right in front of the house involving a police cruiser. McLee ran outside, and this is in Pennsylvania, and he pulled an officer from the mangled police car as flames began to spread into the cabin. Now, police officials and others have credited Dalen McLee with saving the officer's life after that Sunday evening crash. Some of his friends, though, wondered why he was so caring for a police officer when he experienced injustice. McLee said that it wasn't a complicated decision to help another human being. He said, no, there is value in every human life. We are all called children of God, and I can't imagine just watching anyone burn. No matter what other people have done to me, the guy deserves to make it home safely to his family, is what I thought. And he stressed forgiveness, saying he couldn't blame every police officer for bad interactions he had with a couple of them. And he went on to say, we need to work on our humanity. That's the main problem in the world today. We're stuck on how to get even. And that's not how I was raised to be, he said. You learn, you live, you move on. And I was always taught to forgive big. He said you can't base every day of your life on just one interaction that you have with one individual. He said, I don't want to be called a hero. I just want to be known as an individual who is an upstanding man. And I hope that the trooper who lied and said that I had pointed a gun at him, I hope he knows he's forgiven. And that was one trooper, not all the troopers. Dalen McLee's heart was not hardened. He didn't look at all the police and see them as bad. He understood that in all professions, people do bad things, in every profession. So what a great lesson for us. There can be people who do bad things in all different kinds of professions. We can't generalize. All the police are not bad. All black men and women are not bad. All priests are not bad. We've experienced some problems though, but all are not bad. Every person is worth a great deal of respect and forgiveness. So during these days of such unrest, let each one of us reflect on our common humanity, see each other as children of God, and always seek to forgive. The end of the part of the gospel this weekend was, Lord, how often shall I forgive? And the Lord said 70 times 70, or forever. Let us pray for each other during these tough days. Pray for all the kids going back to school, for all the parents who are worried about them, for all those who are unemployed, all those who are sick with COVID, and certainly for all of our healthcare workers who are taking care of them. Have a good week, everybody.